in this tutorial we want to draw this logo here in Inkscape. I'm using Inkscape 1.0. Now the first thing I would want us to do is to just go to the File, Documents, Properties, and then we want to give it a grade so that we are going to draw a rectangle. After that we get rid of it. So go to New, and then you get this, and then we want to change the spacing. So go to, for the X spacing give it 10, and then for the Y spacing give it also 10, and I'll maybe suggest for the major grid line color give it intensify it, take it to 100 or anywhere above, make so that we have an opacity so we can see it clearly. Now close this and that, and then we go to our rectangle and square tool, select any square here that is square containing 4 major squares, put it at the center, and then go to Shift Control and draw a square to fill that box there. Now we go reach for your edit path by nodes tool, and then round it, go to the you see here we want to round, make it a bit round, so press it down a bit just to round the corners. That's sufficient for us. Now do a select what you've done and do a duplicate. So you can go here, edit, duplicate. Now the duplicate, make it a bit bigger, just a little over what we have here. So go to Shift Control and then just a little bigger. You can make it, yeah, something like this is sufficient, just very little. Now we don't need, for now we don't need our grade, so just take it away. Go to View and then press Page Grade Away so we can see what we are doing. Now we move the rectangle, the bigger one, down a little bit, not very much, something to, let's give it a different color so we can see. Select it and then we give it a different color so we can see what we are doing here, more or less. I should have kept, maybe I keep the grid on a bit to see how it looks like. Put the grid back. Yeah, okay, so the move is good. So I just put the grid there so that I know my shift, my moving it did not move this to the left, so it's a bit symmetric. I see that they are all lying on this line, so they are in the middle more or less. So I'm happy with this. I take my grid away again. Now we would take this is already selected. Go to Shift and select the smaller rectangle or square. Actually, go to select this smaller square and go to Path and then do Difference. So now we have this part here. I will do a duplicate of this again. You can we go to Edit, Duplicate. Let's give the duplicates a different color just to identify it. Now move the duplicates down a bit here, just here is good, and then just for it to be halved a bit. Imagine, it's not necessary, but you see we have this, so make it halved a bit, something like this. I think is good for us, for our purpose, and to see to it that it's aligned nicely so that they are not like, we can bring our grade again just to see. Yes, you see, so that they are lying, both lying in the center nicely, that we don't have any distortions whatsoever. Now I remove our grid again, and with this I would do, I can leave it as it is, or I can do difference. Let's do difference. So this first we do a copy of this one here. So press this already pressed, go to edit, duplicate, and then with that selected, go to shift and select this yellow one, and then go to path difference. So now we have this and this, because I did the duplicate so that this doesn't vanish when I do the difference. Now select both and then go to object group. So we group everything and then we do a duplicate. Do edit, duplicate, because we want to rotate the duplicate. Now rotate the duplicate 90 degrees clockwise. So we get this and then we bring it here, we place it somewhere here, but we want this to lie on this. So move this selected thing down. So go to here, lower selection down so that it hides under it. Now very good. Now the next thing we want to do is to color our things. The color I gave this one here was this orange here. Oh, okay, I've forgotten. I grouped them, so I need to ungroup them. So we go to object ungroup, so we have the ability to color them differently, because if they are grouped they color the same. Object ungroup. Okay, now we already, I think we have this color here. Now this, I think I used this color. Yes, this was the color that I used. And then here we come and give them their colors as well. This I use a blue color somewhere here. So give this the inner one, I gave it this color here, and this we give it the next color there. So for this thing, now we would draw we want to draw just a rectangle around it, and then after we do this, so we go to this rectangle tool and then draw a rectangle more or less on what we've drawn, and then give it the color brown, gray. I gave it this color here. Let's say, I think it was this, or maybe this. Yes, this one here. Give it the 40% gray. Okay, 40% gray, and then it's covered what we have, so just move it down. We select it and then we move it down, lower to so that it's down. Now we want to create this shiny thing here that looks like a bulb, so we go for our circle tool and draw a circle. Go to shift control to get a perfect circle, something like this, proportionate to what you've drawn, that's reasonably. And then go to go to create and edit mesh, choose that, and then come here, choose create conical gradients. Make sure this is checked, not this. And then we need cones. We are going to use cones, and the rows give it 4, the columns give it 4, and then move this on this more or less, and then you have this. Now we are going to do our coloring. I make it a bit bigger because for us to be able to see what we are going to do. Now we go here, and then this will be coloring it differently. So this here, choose, select from here to here and give that white. this as well. Select this here to here and give it white. Now select from here to here and give it the color, this one more or less, a gray color, or maybe this. Use this is better, not a 10% gray. And then the same thing, come here, select this and give it this one, 10% gray. Let's see what we got. So we got this, and then we reduce. Now go for the magnifying glass, right click, and then we bring what we have in here and hook it up there. So this is how you can develop this logo in Inkscape, or I'm using Inkscape 1.0. Thank you for watching. Please help me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye.